The spoonful of medicine that the world needs, the hard spanking that the world needs, oh, nobody likes those, right? No matter which one I was doing, I was always trying to make it better, more efficient, smoother, more fun, something significantly better, noticeably better is achievable. That's a totally doable thing. I just love it. I don't know. Like, do you really need a reason for stuff? I mean, I know if I give a reason, people will like it more. But honestly, I've always loved it since I was a kid. So when I was a kid, my siblings and I all got assigned different chores. Wiping the table, washing the dishes, drying them, etc. And no matter which one I was doing, I was always trying to make it better, more efficient, smoother, more fun, something, anything to make it better. And then we all had a bedtime. And when I don't know, my 11th birthday came, I wanted my bedtime to change. And mom was like, no, I'll decide when your bedtime changes or something. And so we just got into this big argument and she ended up crying because I was making really rational arguments about like other neighborhood kids and like, doesn't it make sense that as I mature, like I should also, like I can't stay at 7:30 forever. I should at least get 5 minutes. Like I'm making a really good point. I don't know like how many birthdays I'm going to need to get to 9 p.m. or whatever, and so like it wasn't to make her feel bad, but her way of thinking was not good. Like I wanted to rise up her rationality and her sense of fairness and the way she handled her children, raised her children. Like I wasn't even doing it for me at that point. It just became like the principle of it. And then, you know, when I was working at the grocery store or the warehouse, and I'm just seeing it like, well, why isn't this computerized? Why isn't this digital? Why aren't we keeping track of things? Like, I just can't stand. And so when I was a kid, I wanted to run away from the world and live as a hermit. I'm always talking about it because I kind of resonate with it. Like my options were run away from society so I don't have to deal with this because it's like bad in so many ways, or improve it, right? Rise it up, elevate the things that I don't like. I'd really love to create a new city, like build a new city from scratch, founded on a new culture. Because cities aren't really like things, they're cultures that are grown organically or communities that are grown. And like I'd like it to be a culture of love and kindness and excellence and impressiveness and artistry. And like I don't know if I'll reach that in my lifetime. Like I'm not even like actively hands-on building it or anything right now. I'm sort of like setting the stage, trying to meet the right people. But like to me, that would be an elevated, uplifted culture. And I don't think it'd be utopia or something. Ugh, the people who try to build utopia just kill me. But it would be better, right? Better is achievable. Significantly better, noticeably better is achievable. That's a totally doable thing. Rising someone's heart and mind and soul is the best way, like the best path to getting everything else, right? Like creating a better technology won't give you a better city. Like great, we have a better technology and we'll use it, sure. But like creating better families and hearts and minds and souls in the parents and children that live in the city, that's what gives you the better city, right? Creating better systems and evolved approaches to problems. I don't know if this answers your question. I was just like rambling about how much I love rising things. And I don't really have a reason. I just love it. I don't get that. I can't even believe other people don't love it. How do we have a world where so many people care so little about improving themselves and their lives and everyone around them, right? It's embarrassing. Like we get like Elon Musk improving things, but like, I don't know, dude, pick a random dude on the street. Like they ain't improving. It's like once a year they make an improvement. Anyways. Uncaring, cold, callous, ruthless, merciless,
but you're not.
Mean.
You're really not.
So there's this this trick or this metaphor where you can tie a horse to like a steel post or fence or something that it can't run away from, and you do it often enough so that the horse starts to believe, like, when I'm tied to something, there's no point even bothering to like move or change or do anything. I'm stuck. And so then you can tie them to like a little plastic lawn chair and they won't move. And so imagine if I wanted to teach the horse, like, there are different chairs and you can break from one and break from the other, right? And so I'm explaining to them, like, hey, horsey, no, honestly, it's free. You're free. You can go. But the horse, it doesn't budge. Like, it doesn't understand my language. I'm not getting through to it. Like, this is not the way to teach the horse. I could go through a bunch of different hoops to teach the horse. But for me to just sit down and explain something obvious, the horse will never get it. So I know I'm super nice and caring and passionate, and I give more generously with more value and uplift and rise and elevate people more than anyone I've ever encountered. I feel like one of the most caring people on the planet. No lie, no modesty, no humbleness, just straight up fact. But like, everyone else is like a horse tied to a post. Like, they will never figure this out unless someone sits down and teaches them, sadly. And that's not like a judgment. Again, it's just a fact. Like, that's why everyone's swayed by celebrities. That's why everyone is swayed by charities. Like, people who get all flashy and show off, or like say the right things or whatever, like, that people want to hear and it makes them feel happy but they're comfortable with their life. Of course they're going to get all the love and the praise. And the guy who says the hard truth and doesn't sugarcoat it at all, the spoonful of medicine that the world needs, the hard spanking that the world needs, oh, nobody likes those, right? And so I am that hard spanking the world needs. I am that dose of medicine. And everybody's sick and they need me. But I don't expect them to like it or want it or seek it out. And so if I stay unknown, fine. They could be the horse tied to the chair and they won't like enjoy the freedom that life can bring, right? Now, if you want to film me and somehow show the world that I'm actually, like, I really am awesome and caring and valuable, I appreciate that. But you'll probably have to jump through a bunch of hoops to do it. And I refuse. Like, I'm not doing it, man. Everyone believes in it. It's just nobody seeks it out or wants it. They run in terror from it. Like spoiled children.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I can spank people. That's why I can give the truth, because I don't care about material possessions or like sex appeal and money and fame and wealth. Like, I would love to have all those things, but I don't give it right? I was homeless for 3 years. I could go back to it in a heartbeat, man. It's whatever. I thought my life was done. And so if I'm here still doing things, great. But like, it's kind of like with a child, like, if you want to discipline them and teach them and give them tough love, you can't let them bribe you out of it or temper tantrum you out of it or threaten you out of it or promise you out of it or deal make you out of it or negotiate you out of it. And so none of those things work on me, right? If I'm going to be a parent to everybody, if they need some correction, and believe me, society needs some correction desperately, then it's essential, like, to do that properly, to be a good parent, a good disciplinarian, like a good truth teller. You have to own the truth and stick to it and not let anything sway you. It takes a lot of integrity, and I can't imagine any other way to be.